In a world where customer satisfaction reigns, flight attendants are held to strict rules that go far beyond professionalism. These regulations aren't just about the job. They shape every aspect of their lives. But when does it go too far? In part 2 of our top 10, we'll reveal the most bizarre, intrusive airline rules that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about life in the sky. Get ready for more shocking truths behind the uniform. Top 5. Iron Ladies in the Sky. Meet the elite of the elite. Flight attendants in training at Chengdu Aviation Tourism College. These women aren't just cabin crew, they're warriors in the sky. Trained to handle the most extreme situations. While most flight attendants focus on hospitality, these women endure intense training in military-grade martial arts, hand-to-hand combat, and survival tactics. Their mission isn't just serving passengers, it's protecting them. Known as the Iron Ladies of the Sky, they go beyond serving drinks and ensuring comfort. They're trained to respond to emergencies. Whether it's turbulence or a crash in a remote area, in a crisis, they're the first to act, putting their lives on the line to protect others. With graceful smiles and calm demeanor on the surface, they're always ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. Their training sharpens their ability to spot potential threats early and respond with lightning speed. In moments of chaos, they're the ones ensuring passenger safety, guiding the plane back on course and minimizing harm. When you think of safety in the sky, you think of them, the silent protectors who make every flight as safe as possible. Top 4. Famous body size. Flight attendants face intense expectations that go beyond just being friendly faces on a plane. Airlines have strict requirements for their body size, and these standards are deeply ingrained in the industry. First, there are height requirements. Flight attendants must typically stand between 1.58 and 1.70 meters tall. This ensures they're tall enough to help passengers with their luggage and navigate the cabin smoothly. But it's not just about height. Weight is also heavily monitored. Airlines often use a standard formula to calculate the ideal weight based on a flight attendant's height, with a strict margin of only 5 kilograms above or below the target weight. If a flight attendant exceeds this range, they could face penalties like being grounded or having their flight hours reduced. Imagine the pressure. These women are constantly reminded to watch their weight and maintain a healthy body shape through dieting, exercise, and vigilance. If they don't, they risk losing their job. In fact, just a year ago, an Indian airline warned 3,500 employees, telling them to lose weight or face being removed from the flight roster. They were given 6 months to shape up. But the scrutiny doesn't end with weight. Airlines also evaluate body proportions. How a flight attendant's upper body compares to their lower body, and the ratio of their waist to hips. The goal? To ensure they look elegant and polished in their uniforms. Some airlines even slight shifts in their body shape could lead to warnings or termination. It's clear that appearance is highly valued. But at what cost? Shouldn't the mental energy, dedication, and skill of flight attendants be just as important as their physical attributes? Unfortunately, the industry seems to have prioritized beauty over well-being. After all, when we look to those in the skies for protection, their strength, resilience, and dedication are far more important than just how they look. Top 3. The aesthetics of image. Airlines don't just set strict standards for flight attendants' body sizes. They take appearance to an extreme, demanding near perfection. Every detail, from their eyes to their smile, must fit a strict, often invasive mold. It's not about individuality, it's about conformity to an ideal that leaves no room for imperfection. The pressure is immense, and for many, it's not just about looking good. It's about surviving in an industry where perfection is a requirement, not a choice. From facial features to grooming habits, the demands are relentless. Flight attendants are expected to have large, bright eyes, preferably with double eyelids. Those with single eyelids may even be encouraged to undergo double eyelid surgery. Their eyes must radiate energy, showing no signs of fatigue or redness. Noses? A straight bridge and moderate size are ideal. A wide nose or insufficiently defined bridge could mean deductions during the hiring process, or outright rejection. Lips must be symmetrical and full, with a natural rosy hue. Any visible imperfections, such as thin lips or scars, can be deal breakers. Even smiling is regulated. The angle of the smile must rise between 15 and 30 degrees. And teeth must be white, straight, and neatly arranged. During training, flight attendants spend hours practicing their smiles using tools like chopsticks to ensure perfection. And it doesn't stop there. Airlines impose meticulous rules about everything from nostril grooming to fingernail length. Like Hawaiian Airlines' requirement that nails cannot exceed 1/8 inch, about 3 millimeters, beyond the fingertip. Even something as small as a hint of facial hair, such as a beard over 6 millimeters, can lead to disqualification. For many airlines, visible scars, imperfections, or tattoos in exposed areas are grounds for rejection. Hair must also meet strict color standards, typically limited to natural black or dark tones. Bright hues like red or yellow, or even subtle highlights, are outright banned to avoid distracting passengers. When you see flight attendants poised and polished, remember the tremendous effort it takes to meet these stringent, often unfair standards. Behind every elegant smile is a professional who's had to endure endless rules to maintain the image airlines demand. For them, it's not just about service. It's a relentless pursuit of perfection. Top 2. Perfect posture. We've already talked about the strict standards for flight attendants, size, dress code, and makeup, but here's something even more intense: their posture. The flight attendant's smile and flawless posture might seem simple, but behind that perfect image is the result of hours of grueling training. It's not just standing up straight. It's about an exacting, almost military level of physical discipline. They must keep their head straight, eyes forward, with a slight tension in their jaw and neck. Every movement must exude elegance and confidence. With their shoulders relaxed, arms hanging naturally, and fingers gently curved at their sides. The weight must be evenly distributed on their feet, knees straight, and chest held high, even while their abdomen remains taut. It's not enough to just stand there. Flight attendants must maintain this ideal posture for hours, whether it's in the preparation stage before boarding or during long service breaks mid-flight. A slight relaxation, even for a moment, is seen as unprofessional. No slouching, no leaning, just perfect, unyielding poise. Imagine standing like that for hours. That's the reality for flight attendants on long-haul flights. They have to stand for what feels like forever, never leaning or relaxing their posture, all while keeping that perfect smile. Ready to greet passengers, even their walk is scrutinized. It's not just about moving from point A to point B, it's about walking lightly, evenly, and with rhythm. Every step is calculated, every motion coordinated. Their arms swing naturally with their legs as they move gracefully down the aisles. They must be quick, smooth, and always aware of the passengers around them. The physical control required is extreme. At the Civil Aviation Academy in Chengdu, China, flight attendants undergo rigorous training to master these movements. They learn everything from how to shake hands correctly to walking gracefully down the aisle to even how to squat with dignity. But it doesn't stop there. The intensity of their training goes beyond the basics. They begin by balancing a book on their head to maintain perfect posture. As the training progresses, the book is replaced with a fragile wine bottle. Still, they have to smile. The aim is to develop muscle memory so that these movements become second nature. This is the reality behind the glamorous image of a flight attendant, a constant balancing act between beauty, discipline, and unwavering control. Top 1. Beauty or job. Becoming a flight attendant is a dream for many in China, a respected role that so many aspire to. But behind this glamorous job lies a shocking reality. China Southern Airlines, in a move that stunned the nation, held a bikini contest to recruit new talent. Yes, you read that right, a bikini contest. This wasn't just about beauty, it was about control, about reducing women to their physical appearance. The airline's requirements were ruthless. Contestants had to be under 25, flawless, and tall, at least 1.65 meters. No scars, no imperfections, just perfect bodies to display for a crowd. And if that wasn't enough, these women were also required to wear flight attendant uniforms and pose as if they were little more than products on a shelf. This wasn't a talent competition. It was a disturbing display of objectification. The airline wasn't looking for skilled, intelligent, and capable attendants. They were looking for bodies that fit their twisted standards of beauty. Once the contest became public, the outrage was swift. People across China were horrified. The media exposed the truth, and the airline was forced to halt the event and issue an apology. They promised future recruitment would be more professional. But the damage was done. This wasn't just a bad decision. It was a public degradation of women in the name of recruitment. The role of a flight attendant is so much more than a perfect body. It's about professionalism, safety, and emotional intelligence. But when companies reduce it to a beauty contest, they forget the very essence of the job. So, what's really behind the curtain of the aviation industry? What are the unacceptable rules and standards that still exist? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about this. Don't forget to subscribe me.